Open the plane door and find a wooden crate sealed shut with welded chains. The men assume there has to be treasure inside. Two of them go in to haul the crate out while the boss checks the cockpit and finds an unconscious female pilot. Seeing her exposed body, he reaches over to grope her, but instead his hand hits a huge stack of cash jammed under the seatbelt. He pulls out a knife to cut the belt and take the money, but the next second, this woman is none other than the infamous Dominique, the same woman who killed even the head of the German mafia. Outside, the two henchmen are trying to open the crate. One of them heads to the truck to grab some bolt cutters, but just as he gets there, he hears a noise behind him. He turns around and sees his partner already dead. Terrified, he tries to run, but a gun presses into his back. It's Nick. She disarms him first, then forces him to load the crate onto the pickup. The man struggles with it. Whatever's inside is heavy. Once he finally gets it onto the truck, Nick shoots him dead. Then she drives off in the trafficker's vehicle. At a gas station, the attendant recognizes the truck because those drug runners are well known around here. To avoid trouble, Nick buries the crate, then drives out to a remote patch of desert, dumps a can of gasoline over the truck and burns it to ashes. She thinks that will erase the trail, but the police find the 3 bodies that same day. The dead boss turns out to be the local sheriff's brother-in-law. Because of that connection, the cops and criminals work hand in hand. The deputies squeeze money out of everyone they can, and they're so ruthless they even rip gold teeth out of corpses. Only one detective is different, Leo. He hates evil with a passion. To find the killer, Sheriff Lucas rounds up every suspect in town. On this land, he is the law, and nobody dares defy him. If anyone talks back or refuses to confess, they end up in the acid pit. Leo records all of it with a hidden pinhole camera. He's been sick of this crew for a long time, and he's been waiting for a chance to bring them down. That night, after Nick finishes taking care of business, she goes to a local bar for a drink and runs into Leo, who's there searching for suspects. Seeing that she's alone, Leo walks over and tells her she should leave town as soon as possible because things have gotten dangerous lately. Right then, a young couple bumps into Nick, and the situation nearly turns into a fight, but Leo steps in and stops it. That lowers Nick's guard, and the two end up going back to Leo's place and spending the night together. The next morning, Leo wants to ask why she came here, but his phone rings. It's the sheriff. Something urgent has come up, and he has to go. Before leaving, he tells Nick that if she needs the bathroom, she can use his sister's room. Leo's sister is Kayla. After her husband died, she moved back home with her 3 kids. Leo is the only one in the family bringing in money. That night is the oldest daughter's birthday, and Kayla throws a lively party. Nick stands off to the side, lost in thought. Meanwhile, Leo is in his room watching video footage. 40 full hours of evidence showing Lucas and his men murdering innocent people. He contacts an internal affairs official and asks them to work with the CIA to wipe out Lucas and his corrupt cops.
¿Hiciste copias? Sí.
The moment he says that, the official flicks away his cigarette and gives an order. Several heavily armed thugs get out of a vehicle. Leo doesn't even have time to react before they knock him out. After a night of torture, Leo is covered in injuries. Sitting across from him is Sheriff Lucas. Lucas beats him and demands the backup copy of the evidence, but Leo doesn't say a word, and that seals his fate. Early the next morning, Leo's severed head appears at his own front door, along with the heartless cops he used to work with. Kayla nearly breaks down when she sees it. Her oldest daughter sobs in her boyfriend's arms. The fat ringleader stands there looking smug, but his face changes the next second because he sees a woman with a terrifying presence, Nick. The officers are all confused. Nick strides forward without a hint of fear, murder in her eyes. The fat cop pulls himself together. His men have already found the computer holding the backup, and they're getting ready to leave. Then his phone rings. It's Lucas. Just as the fat cop starts giving orders, a bullet slams into the fence beside him. It was Leo's father who fired the shot. Every cop snaps into position. The fat cop reaches for his gun, but Nick snatches it away and pumps several rounds straight into his body. He still tries to fight back, so she finishes him with a shot to the head. Then Nick drags his body in front of her and uses him as a shield while a storm of bullets tears in, doing nothing to stop her. When they stop to reload, Nick shoves the body aside and opens fire. 1 shot, 1 kill. After emptying the magazine, she grabs the driver's weapon, drops him fast, then fires at the men trying to run. One of them does get away, but that was part of her plan. Nick takes the computer with the backup off the vehicle, then looks at Leo's head by the door, not knowing what to say. The deputy who escaped meets up with Lucas and tells him all his men are dead. Lucas explodes with rage. He calls them useless idiots, but when he hears the killer is a foreign woman, he can hardly believe it. He wants to see for himself who this woman is, and he orders every road sealed off. When he reaches Leo's house and sees bodies all over the ground, Nick steps out with a gun in her hand. Lucas says that if Nick hands over the computer with the evidence, he'll spare her and the family. Nick says he can have it, but only after they're out of danger. Lucas refuses. The nearest town is 20 miles away, and every road is already blocked. Kayla is pregnant. Leo's father is in a wheelchair, and without a car, they have no chance of getting out. Lucas tells Nick to think very carefully.
Can I solve the farm? I'd rather stick around.
Nick decides to stand and fight with the family. The main roads are impossible, so their only shot is the back route. Leaving at dusk would give them cover, but Lucas would use the night to attack, so if they want out, they have to kill a wave of his men first. They start preparing. They nail boards over the windows. They heat a whole barrel of cooking oil until it's boiling. They move the floodlights from the storage shed onto the front roof and wire them to the main switch. Lucas's reinforcements arrive. A truck full of heavily armed tactical cops, 30 men total. Through the radio, Nick hears that backup is in position. She tells Lucy to stay in the shed, and the two of them set a code over the walkie-talkies. Once Lucy gets the signal, she'll throw the switch and the floodlights in the yard will blaze on. If someone is exposed to that kind of light for more than 5 seconds, it takes the human eye 10 full minutes to readjust from bright to dark. After that flash, they'll be temporarily blinded, and that's when Nick will kill them. But right as she's giving instructions, Kayla's water breaks. That's dangerous, and Nick sees it too, but there's nothing she can do. The fight is about to start. Nick quickly hides Kayla and the others in the bathroom, then seals it off with wooden boards painted the same color as the wall. Outside, the tactical team starts creeping into the yard. Once everyone is in place, Nick hides behind a car. The moment the team gets close, she sends the signal over the radio. Lucy throws the switch, and the floodlights instantly swallow the whole yard in blinding white. Their pupils clamp down. Every one of them freezes, unable to move. Then Lucy cuts the lights, and Nick's slaughter begins. They open the plane door